What a busy, hectic day it has been. It's said that success has many fathers and failure has no takers at all. Is that the state that the Aam Aadmi Party finds itself in now? In the latest setback to AAP, Delhi Minister Raaj Kumar Anand today resigned from the Arvind Kejriwal government and the party. Why? He claims that the party has become corrupt and that it does not give adequate representation to Dalits or respect its MLAs and corporators from the community. It must be said, though, that Anand himself was searched by the Enforcement Directorate in November last year in connection with the Liquorgate investigation. Hours before his resignation today, Raaj Kumar Anand on social media also shared Sanjay Singh's press conference. Now he says that he is inspired by the ideals of Baba Saheb Ambedkar and cannot continue to support a party that has turned corrupt and is anti-Dalit.
और अरविंद केजरीवाल जी का कनेक्ट हुआ था, उस बात से हुआ था। उन्होंने इंडिया गेट पे इस पे रामलीला मैदान में खड़े होकर जंतर मंतर पे खड़ा होकर ये कहा था कि राजनीति बदलेगी तो देश बदलेगा। आज राजनीति नहीं बदली, लेकिन राजनेता बदल गए।
तो इस्तीफा आपने किसको सौंपा?
इस्तीफा मैंने भेज दिया सीएम ऑफिस
इस्तीफा भेजा।
आम आदमी पार्टी का जन्म ही भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ आंदोलन से हुआ था, लेकिन आज ये पार्टी खुद भ्रष्टाचार के दलदल में फंस चुकी है। मेरे लिए मंत्री पद पर रहकर इस सरकार में काम करना असहज हो गया है। मैं अब इस पार्टी, इस सरकार और अपने मंत्री पद से इस्तीफा दे रहा हूं, क्योंकि मैं इन भ्रष्ट आचरणों में अपना नाम नहीं जुड़वाना चाहता। मेरे लिए मंत्री पद पर रहकर इस सरकार में काम करना असहज हो गया है। मैं अब इस पार्टी, इस सरकार और अपने मंत्री पद से इस्तीफा दे रहा हूं, क्योंकि मैं इन भ्रष्ट आचरणों में अपना नाम नहीं जुड़वाना चाहता। मैं नहीं समझता कि हमारे पास शासन करने की कोई नैतिक ताकत बच गई है।
Naturally, the timing of this move is being brought into question, but the Aam Aadmi Party today took an entirely different tack. Instead of attacking Raaj Kumar Anand, they instead said, "We empathize. We understand his compulsions because he has to defect given the pressure he is under. He is under the probe agency scanner, and being a family man, it's but natural that either he would defect or he would break."
अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को गिरफ्तार करने के पीछे पार्टी को तोड़ना और दिल्ली और पंजाब की सरकारों को गिराना, ये मंशा है। और ये बार बार अरविंद केजरीवाल जी कह रहे थे। बहुत सारे साथियों को लगेगा कि हमें राजकुमार भाई से आज बहुत नफरत है, हम उनको धोखेबाज कहेंगे, हम उनको बेईमान कहेंगे, हम उनको ऐसा कुछ नहीं कहेंगे। मैं मानता हूं एक परिवार चलाने वाला आदमी, बच्चे हैं, परिवार है, इज्जत है, रिश्तेदार हैं, ऐसे में ईडी पकड़ के ले जाएगी, तिहाड़ में सालों सड़ाया जाएगा, ये सुन के वो डर गए।
23 घंटे की छापेमारी के बाद क्या बोला था उन्होंने, वो भी सुनाइए भाई।
और शुक्रवार यानी कि आज सुबह ईडी की टीम निकली है। सर बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका। 22-23 घंटे ईडी की टीम आपके घर पे रही, तो पहले तो यही सवाल उठ रहा है, कितनी चर्चा चल रही थी कि 22-23 घंटे में ईडी ने क्या ढूंढ लिया या क्या उनको मिल गया?
वो बेचारे एक स्क्रिप्ट दी हुई थी उनके हाथ में, आपने देखा होगा, एक पर्चा था, वो उस पे पर्चे पे देख के पढ़ रहे थे जो उनको कहा गया पढ़ने के लिए।
The minister's defection, though, isn't the only problem on the Aam Aadmi Party's hands. In the last 24 hours alone, their pushback has been rebuffed 4 times. Even as the party launched a jail ka jawab vote say campaign, the Delhi High Court upheld the Delhi Chief Minister's arrest and said that evidence at hand shows his active involvement in the crime. After that, today the Supreme Court denied Mr. Kejriwal's request for an urgent hearing on his arrest. The top court refused to set up a special bench for an urgent hearing, which means that the earliest that his plea can be taken up is on Monday, that is the 15th of April, after 4 public holidays. And to make matters worse, a special court in Delhi today also refused to grant permission to Mr. Kejriwal to meet his lawyers 5 days a week. No wonder then that the BJP now uses this to allege that the writing on the wall is very clear. The pigeons have come home to roost for Arvind Kejriwal, and one by one, people like Raaj Kumar Anand are able to read it and are ready and willing to skip out.
पूरी तरह से आम आदमी पार्टी घोटालेबाजी भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्त है और आज उसी तरह उनकी ही पार्टी के नेता व मंत्री ने इस्तीफा देकर आम आदमी पार्टी की भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्तता की पोल को खोल दिया। पूरी की पूरी पार्टी एक नेक्सिस माफिया की तरह उग्राही करती है और उस उग्राही से किस तरह गोवा के चुनाव में पैसा खर्च करती है यह अब स्पष्ट हो चुका है।
राजकुमार आनंद जी जो विधायक और मंत्री हैं आम आदमी पार्टी के ही, जो केजरीवाल जी के सहयोगी 2010 से रहे हैं, उनकी आत्मा जाग गई है और उन्होंने भ्रष्टाचारियों का साथ छोड़ने का प्रयास करा है। केवल एक व्यक्ति है जिसका ज़मीर अभी तक नहीं जागा और वो है माननीय मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी। राजकुमार आनंद जी ने कहा कि ये वो पार्टी है जो पे बैक टू सोसाइटी, जो भीमराव अंबेडकर जी का आवाहन करती थी और पे बैक टू सोसाइटी की तर्ज पे चुनी गई थी। बहुत विनम्रता से कहूंगी कि आज आम आदमी पार्टी पे बैक टू सोसाइटी नहीं, किक बैक टू सेल्फ की पार्टी बन गई है।
All right, so is this really a case of Raaj Kumar Anand and others like him hearing their consciences call all of a sudden? Or is this a case of leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party simply getting jittery and shaky because their leadership is in jail, they are themselves under the scanner? Is this really mission break Aam Aadmi Party, which is in the works and in fact is in their final stages? Or is it only a case of their history catching up with them? Also remember, they've faced setbacks from their own men, their own ministers, and from the legal system. Is a sympathy card the last resort for Mr. Kejriwal's party, where they have come out now and said that Tihar jail has been turned into a gas chamber and an elaborate plot is being constructed in order to finish off Mr. Kejriwal. Joining us on the debate, we have Tuhin Sinha, national spokesperson of the BJP, Tushar Gupta, political analyst, Abhishek Sudhir, lawyer, political analyst, Lokesh Jindal and Akash Muni. Let me start with you, Abhishek Sudhir. A minister has listened to his conscience's call. He is saying, ab nahi saha jata. Now I have to leave this party, which is in the daldal of corruption. Are others going to follow suit?
He shared Sanjay Singh's press conference this morning, and suddenly after lunch, the pangs of conscience, his conscience hit him. This gentleman was raided by the Enforcement Directorate.
This is like Vijender Singh, right? He went to sleep at night. He woke up in the morning, and then he had changed his mind. He realized he was in the wrong party. Raaj Kumar Anand possibly had lunch. Then he gave him some food for thought, and he decided to leave the Aam Aadmi Party.
Padmaja, you're doing my job for me today, so it makes it very easy for me. I don't have to say much. Right, it tells you everything you need to know, and he's going to join the BJP. I mean, we know the script, Padmaja. Look, Prime Minister Modi, if he gets a third term, it's only because he's managed to convince the Hindus of India that somehow we're under threat from the Muslims of India. That's all. There's nothing more to Mr. Modi, okay? End of the day, how is corruption an issue? Praful Patel is in your party. Ashok Chavan is in your party. Now you're going to take Raaj Kumar Anand. Serious allegations. Let me get into the case against Raaj Kumar Anand. November. 23-hour ED raid on a tip from a very, very powerful body known as the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, DRI, saying that Raaj Kumar Anand has made hawala payments to China. Raaj Kumar Anand has made hawala payments to China. Now, this same gentleman will soon join the BJP. He has resigned from the Aam Aadmi Party.
Hold on, just back up a second. So you're saying this man who's the epitome of evil, now that he has left the Aam Aadmi Party, if he was indeed sending remittances to China,
that's what I'm saying.
Why was he made the social justice minister all this while?
There's one of two things.
So suddenly his Chinese face and his she se dosti has been unveiled today.
It's not been unveiled today. See, the ED and the
Why wasn't he sacked?
Let me answer. The ED and the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence tell us that he was sending payments to China. Either he's sending payments to China or he's innocent. Once he joins the BJP, he's innocent. When he's in the AAP, he's sending hawala payments to China. Okay, now the time
So you're
between...
admitting he was sending hawala payments
I don't
to China.
know. The enforcement directorate is saying that he's sending payments to China.
So how are you saying that he has today quit only because he was sending payments to China?
Okay, so
he
you are
is saying my conscience has spoken.
That's what I'm saying. You know, there are calls that have been recorded by Aam Aadmi Party workers, Padmaja, where he is speaking to senior leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party, saying every time I get politically active, भाजपा से कॉल आ जाता है, सुधर जाओ, वरना वो हवाला केस जो है नवंबर में जो रेड हुआ था, हम फिर से शुरू करेंगे और अंदर डालेंगे. अरे not everybody is Sanjay Singh, Padmaja. Not Sanjay Singh has passed the Tihar Agni Pariksha. See, Modi ji, na, when he lectures students on how to pass parikshas, he's also setting exams for all of us in Tihar jail. Dekho, how do you survive dictators and tyrants? You'd let them send you to jail. Arun Jaitley was sent to jail by Indira Gandhi. Arun Jaitley became finance minister. Arey, don't join these crooks. Go to Tihar, yaar. Spend 6 months in Tihar. The people will teach this Modi a lesson. The people he is sending to jail today, they will send him to jail tomorrow. That is how democracy works.
Okay, Tuhin Sinha, coercion का तरीका थोड़ा casual है.
Padmaja, first of all, the liquor lobby spokesperson should be a little careful with his words.
I'm not a liquor lobby spokesperson. I'm not going to sit here. Padmaja, if he's making personal attacks, you call him out on the personal
Sir,
attacks.
you called him a dictator.
No,
you called Modi a dictator and a tyrant.
I've not called Tuhin Sinha anything.
You called Modi a dictator
I'm
and a
not a
tyrant.
liquor lobby spokesperson.
Sir, surely you can also have a thicker skin after calling people dictators and
I don't want to
tyrants.
participate. You tell him, I'm no spokesperson of any liquor lobby. I don't consume liquor. I'm a teetotaler. I'm an advocate. I'm a barrister. I have more degrees than you have names.
Okay, Mr. Sudhir, I have no interest in your drinking habits or otherwise. Let's just keep to the topic.
Involvement
of yours in the case is quite unjustified. Padmaja, now coming to the point. You know, from a payback party to a kickback party, the degradation of Aam Aadmi Party is for the world to see. You know, yesterday they should just ponder over the ruling of the High Court, the observations of the High Court. What has the High Court said? There is evidence of Arvind Kejriwal being
talk about Raaj Kumar
involved.
Anand. Aam Aadmi Party is saying Raaj Kumar Anand is your pawn, nothing more, nothing less.
Padmaja, you would be aware that Atishi has been served a defamation notice by the Delhi BJP. Now, if they keep alleging that, you know, it is because of BJP that he has quit and he's going to join the BJP, probably whoever is making these baseless charges might also have to face a similar defamation suit. These are baseless and wild allegations. If a person is making Kejriwal understand what Kejriwal should understand, Kejriwal had entered politics demanding the resignation of Lalu Yadav, demanding the resignation of Sonia Gandhi, demanding the resignation of Salman Khurshid, demanding the resignation of Manmohan Singh. Today, when he's in jail, when the High Court has made scathing observations against him, he should have the basic moral ethics
You
to
demanded
resign.
the resignation of Ashok Chavan. You demanded the resignation of Praful Patel. You demanded the resignation of Naveen Jindal.
I can give you the
and Nirmala Sitharaman is saying, welcome. Everybody comes. Everybody is welcome to BJP. Can he categorically deny that Raaj Kumar Anand will not join the BJP? Can he make that statement? Ask him, Padmaja.
Himanta Biswa Sharma has not been called for any, has not been an accused in any case. They keep mentioning his name. When it comes to Ashok Chauhan from
where he has been accused in many cases.
Let's not get into a slanging match.
But ask him, is Raaj Kumar Anand not joining your party?
Sir,
can you categorically make that statement?
Sir, very humbly, this is not that show. Let's not shout at each other. Let's talk one at a time so everyone can be heard. Tuhin Sinha, direct question. Are you willing to commit that Raaj Kumar Anand will not be sitting in BJP headquarters tomorrow?
He won't.
No, he will not. And anybody alleging that might face a defamation suit. That is what I'm telling you. Don't make these reckless observations. Don't make these wild charges. Atishi is facing a defamation suit. Anybody saying that
defamation suit, man, bring it.
has taken this action at the behest of BJP might face a similar action.
I'm not scared of you. Aam Aadmi Party is not scared of you. None of us are scared of you. We will fight you tooth and nail. And we will beat you at the ballot box. Your leader cannot beat Arvind Kejriwal at the ballot box, so he will arrest Arvind Kejriwal. 67 seats. Arvind Kejriwal whooped you guys. Yeah? 2 elections, you can't even get double digits.
Okay, Abhishek,
you can't even get double digits and you throw that man in jail.
a lawyer,
Abhishek
but
Sudhir, let's
he
not
is
be dramatic.
championing a political
Aam Aadmi Party
argument.
has 0
What
Lok
is he
Sabha seats right
representing?
now.
We beat them in the assembly now. Let them beat us in assembly.
That is
Let them
wonderful.
beat us in Punjab.
Wait
That
for
is
what
wonderful.
Can you get double digits in
But
Punjab? Beat us in Punjab.
right now we have Lok Sabha elections to be so dramatic and say we are going
be
to book
dramatic.
you at the ballot and beat you at the ballot. There are 0 seats at play over here. So let's just all calm down.
Remain
My-
zero.
Don't worry, it's a 10-year-old party, Padmaja. It's a 10-year-old party against a 100-year-old toxic ideology.
Sir, I wish you luck. May you get 400 par in 5 days
Congress,
from now.
you're talking about the 100-year ideology.
Arey,
Yeah.
your ideology is 100
Okay.
years, man. RSS was formed in 1925.
Okay, let's open this up. Akashdeep Puni, Tuhin Sinha is saying this man is not coming to the BJP, but you can't ignore the gist of his argument, which is while resigning, he is saying, boss, यहाँ तो मामला खत्म है, ये हो गई है पूरी corrupt party. I cannot endure staying in it anymore, and they have no moral right to stay on. Now what? Being called out publicly, first by the Delhi High Court, and now by one of your own.
Now, Padmaja ji, I am today reminded what late Honorable Atalji said once, who said that chimti se bhi nahi chhoonga anybody who is corrupt, who rather chose to break his government and lose his government rather than shift one vote. And today is the same party which has Praful Patel, Chhagan Bhujbal and Naveen Jindal, against whom they put so many allegations.
Akashdeep,
And
you went all
the ED
the way
cases
back to 1999 to quote Atal ji. आप 2013 का recent क्रांतिकारी को कोट कीजिए ना. Same Mr. Kejriwal who said, मैं कभी जिंदगी में एक गाड़ी नहीं लूंगा, गाड़ी पे झंडा नहीं लगाऊंगा, लाल बत्ती नहीं लगाऊंगा, मैं उतना बड़ा घर नहीं लूंगा, मैं कोई सिक्योरिटी नहीं लूंगा, हमारे सारे MLAs vetted हैं, उनमें से किसी के ऊपर केस नहीं होगा. Let's quote more recent examples. My question to you is more direct. Being called out by one of your own who is saying you have no moral right to stay in government, I can't be a part of this system. Is it embarrassing?
See, it's not embarrassing. It's a simple, stark example what enforcement directorate raids can do. I have seen that after 23 hours of raids, Bharatiya Janata Party's all the spokespersons came out and said that this person is Kattar Beiman. I want to ask them one question. Can they today tell in front of the whole country on your show, the primetime show, that Raaj Kumar Anand will not join Bharatiya Janata Party? I'm not saying they're going to join. They need to say.
He just answered
Can
that.
they say
He's
this?
saying we are debating today a hypothetical. I am asking you a question of what is in front of us. You also said that Mr. Kejriwal is going to be killed in jail. You also said that he's being starved, his BP is rising and his sugar is falling. Let's talk about facts, not hypothetical situations, sir. As of today, if a former minister MLA is saying you have no right to continue in government, is it embarrassing?
Dekhiye, Padmaja ji, I am also talking about facts. Now, Praful Patel, by default, he did not go to Bharatiya Janata Party. What happened? All these ministers, Chhagan Bhujbal, Naveen Jindal, all they have been, their cases are shut after joining Bharatiya Janata Party. In one case, the enforcement directorate said that we have lost the case files. Just imagine this is the case. This is the case where when they joined Bharatiya Janata Party. And what do you think? Raaj Kumar Anand has got number of ED cases against him. Will he join Bharatiya Janata Party tomorrow?
So if he has got number of ED cases, see, this is a very double-edged sword. You are saying this is an unbelievable man. He should not be given any credence because he is the epitome of evil himself. Why was he a minister as of 4 o'clock today in the Aam Aadmi Party government? अरे भाई वो इतना खराब, इतना झूठा, इतना अनरिलायबल है, तो उनको मंत्री क्यों रखा था?
मैम, मैं बस इतना बोल रहा हूँ कि वो डर गए.
That's it.
ये सिंपल सी चीज है, वो डर गए
बस. That's it.
जो दूसरे डरते नहीं है वो है.
किस चीज से डर गए?
किस चीज से?
But why is he scared? If he's clean, why is he scared?
सारे आपको क्या लगता है? अशोक चौहान किससे डर गए? क्यों छोड़ा?
Maybe डर गए that he doesn't want to be part of a sinking ship. Maybe इसलिए डर गए क्योंकि उनकी सीट उठा के शिवसेना को दी जा रही थी. Maybe इसलिए डर गए कि आज के दिन when the MVA seat distribution is happening, there are MLAs whose phones are switched off and they are incommunicado. इसलिए डर गए शायद अशोक चव्हाण
इसलिए डर गए क्योंकि उनके खिलाफ एक केस है जो सारे जर्नलिस्ट ने उठाया था, याद है, कारगिल फॉर प्रॉफिट स्कैम, जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने उठाया था। आज वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी में है।
चलिए ठीक है, डर गए। गो ऑन। तुषार गुप्ता, essentially this is coercion and it is barely veiled and the people will see through it.
Good evening, Padmaja. Pretty hot tempers today, but tempers, tantrum and theatrics are what the Aam Aadmi Party is all about. Look, the Aam Aadmi Party may complain about the BJP getting an alliance partner or several alliances from the Congress, but the truth of the fact is that Sodia was arrested in the same scam. It was the Congress that filed the first complaint, but that did not stop Arvind Kejriwal from allying with the Congress 4 months later. Today, Arvind Kejriwal is behind bars, so all this discussion about the alliance is less. Padmaja, I believe that Arvind Kejriwal's desperation to seek the legal aid this morning from the Supreme Court is not driven by the legalities of the case, but the desperation to retain the control over the party. Yesterday, maybe the optics came, but Sanjay Singh was wholeheartedly meeting Bhagwant Mann in Chandigarh. One can make whatever of those optics, but clearly the party is also slipping out of control. We're no longer seeing letters coming from the jail from Mrs. Sunita Kejriwal, or we are not seeing any administrative directives for Atishi Marlena. But about Raj Anand, the way he offered his resignation was quite unique. Now, there are layers to it as well. Let's not forget that the ED has said that the entire party might have to be implicated under the PMLA. That's the ED observation. We don't know what the court stance finally would be. But now the first question is Raj Anand thinking about his role in the liquor policy scam? Because just one of the spokespersons, Rao, commented that he was also under the ED radar for a while. Or is the Aam Aadmi Party imploding from within? Because Arvind Kejriwal, let's be very honest about it, has been given a cold shoulder by the Delhi High Court and today by the Supreme Court. He cannot hold on to the CM-ship indefinitely. A successor has to be nominated today or tomorrow. It's urgent. It's inevitable. So is the party imploding from within that we'll see more resignations? Let's not forget Raj Anand is not the only high-profile resignation we've seen from the Aam Aadmi Party. Until last week, Aam Aadmi Party had a Lok Sabha MP. Then he moved to the BJP. A lot of Aam Aadmi Party cadre in Punjab is moving to the Congress. So it's
that
not
a
just
few
the BJP
hours ago,
that is
he shares a tweet that talks about how Arvind Kejriwal has been incarcerated wrongly. And suddenly, like it literally takes 2 hours for his Zamir to awaken. What happened in those 2 hours?
That is why I'm saying, Padmaja, there are layers to it.
It could be
it's
call
not
of
his
conscience,
conscience. Probably it's his role in the liquor
Maybe
policy
it was his conscience calling.
that prompted.
Padmaja, you know why I speak so fearlessly? Because these guys have nothing against me. What will they sue me for? Defamation. भाई ना मैंने कभी घोटाला किया है, ना मैंने पैसे बनाया है, भाई मेरे पास पैसे ही नहीं है.
मतलब आप कह रहे हैं राज कुमार आनंद ने
People like
घोटाला
me
किया
can
है.
have a conscience, but people who are in politics, people who have to fight elections, right? The way the BJP will have us believe, the Prime Minister will have us believe that only the opposition, right, is using black money to fight elections. Any educated Indian, any Indian who is not even educated, who has street smart, knows that there is black money in the system. One person is using the institutions to target one side of the political divide.
Sir, with the greatest of respect, you are really not doing any favors to the Aam Aadmi Party right now. You are saying, I am fearless because I have done no wrong. Aam Aadmi Party people are scared because they are essentially corrupt and criminals. If you are saying that fearlessness comes from being untainted, then why is the Aam Aadmi Party running scared?
Did Sanjay Singh break, Padmaja? Did Sanjay Singh break for 6 months? Did Sanjay Singh break? Sanjay Singh is not a mass leader. He doesn't have a mass base.
Sir, you are not doing any favors to Sanjay Singh. Poor thing. He thinks he is the biggest neta right now. And you're saying
look,
he has no
I'm
base.
being honest with you, Padmaja. I'm not a part of the party because I want to speak freely. Arey, you clap, boss. You clap. Clap for Modi. Your Modi's.
Because
yeah, Modi. That's all you're doing. Let me speak, Padmaja. My point is this.
Okay, 30 seconds, Abhishek Sudhir, then Tuhin.
Sanjay Singh doesn't have lakhs of karyakartas who will riot and protest. These are middle-class people who got into politics. They don't have money power. They don't have muscle power. They have a few loyal supporters who rally behind them. 6
6 months he didn't break Tyage. You think it wouldn't be easy for Sanjay Singh to switch parties? You think Sanjay Singh couldn't go to the BJP? You think they wouldn't have given Sanjay Singh a plum posting in the BJP? Okay. Of course they would have. 6 months he didn't break.
Okay. You know, by the way, Raaj Kumar Anand isn't the only one. How some people have reacted, and Lokesh Jindal, I want you to pay attention to this, how people within the Aam Aadmi Party have reacted to the arrest of Arvind Kejriwal. Now they have 7 Rajya Sabha MPs. 5 of them have gone completely silent. Mr. Kejriwal was sent to jail. Aam Aadmi Party said all our leaders, especially our MPs, will change their profile pictures on Twitter. What happens? 5 of their MPs do no such thing. 5 of Aam Aadmi Party's Rajya Sabha MPs don't change their profile pictures on Twitter after Mr. Kejriwal's arrest. What do they do instead? Harbhajan Singh, what he is doing, nobody knows. He doesn't comply with the diktat. Ashok Mittal, on the day of Kejriwal's arrest, he posted that I am in Geneva. He was attending some Geneva event. Mr. Kejriwal is in jail. Rajya Sabha MP talks about a Geneva event. Balbir Singh Sichewal, he says, I am an apolitical figure. I don't want to get involved in all this. Vikramjit Sahni says, I am a philanthropist. I will only talk about issues related to Sikhs, youth, Punjab and Punjabiyat. Lokesh Jindal, it's not just Raaj Kumar Anand, but even their members of parliament, some of them who are reading the writing on the wall, Raghav Chadda, of course, is getting his eyes operated upon in London.
पद्मजा, कुछ तो मजबूरियां रही होगी, यूं कोई बेवफा नहीं होता. We all know how acts are executed in a draconian manner. You know, even during the British time period, we had the Seditious Act, we had the Public Safety Bill, we had all forms of dictates issued by the state so as to subvert any form of opposition voice which could emerge. And we have seen that there were people who were soft, who succumbed to this pressure, but still there were many who held on and they later became the national leaders. It is a testing time now as well. If you look at Section 45 of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, it's a negative provision. It makes bail almost impossible for an individual.
Sir, Raaj Kumar Anand, Vikramjit Sahni, Harbhajan Singh, Raghav Chadda, all of them are like, apni dekh lo bhai.
Dar, fear, खौफ.
अरे हरभजन सिंह को कौन सा खौफ हो गया है?
Can I answer that?
What is Harbhajan Singh's fear?
I'll answer that.
उनके खिलाफ कौन सा ईडी का केस है?
I'll answer. You know what Harbhajan Singh's fear is? If Harbhajan Singh takes a stand for Arvind Kejriwal, Harbhajan Singh loses his contract with Star Sports, where he's an analyst. Okay? Gautam Gambhir has been booted out.
ऐसे लोगों को एमपी क्यों बनाया है? कोई टूट रहा है, कोई डर रहा है, आप उनको कोई चाइना को पैसा दे रहा है, आप उनको एमपी बनाए जा रहे हो.
Will Harbhajan Singh not lose his contract? Are you saying
how do I know, boss?
That is his fear. That is his fear. I'm not saying I agree with what he's doing, but sabki majboori hoti hai. This is what happens when every institution is compromised. This is what happens when anybody who takes a different stance, anybody who opposes, is sent to jail. And not everybody has the guts of a Sanjay Singh to sit in 6 months in Tihar jail.
Okay, you call him gutsy and yet say he has no mass base whatsoever, but let Lokesh Jindal complete his point.
You're misquoting.
Yes, Padmaja, so we have seen how all forms of oppositions are being subverted and attempts are being made to have one single party ruling all over the country. And all these tactics are only going to strengthen the opposition in time to come. The public sympathy, public empathy is going to get stronger over a period of time. And when all of these leaders will come out of the jail, they would come out as heroes, they would come out as true representatives, true leaders, and this will backfire immensely. I'm not saying this out of mere conjecture, but history has shown whenever such a form of tactic has been resorted to, whether it's with respect to Alexei and his killing in Russia or anywhere all over the globe, even in India, we have seen the response has always been against the state. The state excesses.
Suddenly Russia has come into the picture. You almost turned the entire situation Russia-like which is why Aam Aadmi Party is being broken little by little. But since you, Lokesh Jindal, support the Congress, let me ask you very quickly before Tuhin Sinha responds. 28 September 2023, Congress MLA Sukhpal Kheda arrested by Punjab police. 17th October 2023, former Punjab Congress MLA Kulbir Singh Zira arrested by the Punjab police. Then it was the turn of Sadhu Singh Dharamsot, who was the former Punjab Forest Minister and Congress leader, 15 January 2024, arrested by the Punjab police. कोई नहीं छोड़ा, ना खेरा, ना जीरा, ना धर्मसोट. पंजाब भी रशिया है.
Well, the situation in Punjab was not so grave so as to threaten the entire democratic apparatus of the country. But the government ruling at the center and the kind of draconian laws and the manner in which it is executing it, it is certainly a threat to the democracy.
What about what happening in Punjab is not draconian? Where there are vigilance inquiries against former Congress ministers, former Congress MLAs, sitting Congress MLAs.
In Punjab, Padmaja, even if the police excesses are carried out, there are significant provisions in order to, with respect to getting bail and having the judicial process set into motion. But look at the acts that
Punjab has a different IPC.
If you look at UAPA, PMLA Act, these are the acts which are very different from an ordinary criminal procedure code. And these acts, they bring about a significant fear within anybody who's brought within this particular act.
We've gone around the PMLA merry-go-round many times, and we've spoken about the 2012 amendment. But anyway, the fear is so all-pervasive, Tuhin Sinha, that today Aam Aadmi Party leaders are fleeing.
Padmaja, राजनीति में सबसे बड़ा डर होता है ना, हार का डर होता है, अपनी इज्जत खोने का डर होता है. So I completely agree, these people are fearful. There is a small but significant section of AAP members who have been there from 2012 who still believe in idealism and who can't relate with Arvind Kejriwal's shady politics anymore. So I say this with responsibility that what Mr. Anand has done today, in the time to come, in the weeks to come, you will see several other AAP members and potentially leaders doing that. And by the end of April, you will see it imploding if it continues this way. Because let me come back to some of the observations made by court. Because if AAP leaders, including some of those AAP supporters sitting on your panel, read that, they should feel embarrassed rather than arguing back. You would recall that yesterday, equally emphatically, the court had said that there is nothing to conclude that there is anything wrong with the timing of ED action. All this while they had accused ED of timing their action to coincide with the elections. But yesterday's ruling was so emphatic that every time they read it, they should feel embarrassed rather than arguing. But yes, this is the beginning of the end of Aam Aadmi Party. Unless Kejriwal repents, unless there is corrective action, and unless they appoint a new leader, possibly with the kind of charges which exist against him, I don't see a future for Aam Aadmi Party.
Akash Muni, let him also speak, please. Akash Muni. If Mr. Kejriwal stays, the exodus will become even bigger. Akash Muni.
Padmaja ji, first of all, Aam Aadmi Party is not going to implode. I think they will come out of this and come out of this powerful. They don't have one Lok Sabha seat. After 2024, they'll have many, not as much as Bharatiya Janata Party, but they'll have good number. But one question, you are right, Padmaja ji, and I agree with you, and you should ask this question. Till now, opposition leaders should have realized that what Bharatiya Janata Party can do during elections. They should have been prepared. Your data is right. I'm appalled by some of the Rajya Sabha MPs of Aam Aadmi Party who took tickets from Aam Aadmi Party. But then after that, they go and click pictures with Modi ji for their businesses. Why they do so? Aam Aadmi Party should introspect. और सिर्फ बाहर में चिल्लाने से नहीं होगा, आपको इंट्रोस्पेक्ट भी करना पड़ेगा कि आपके राज्यसभा एमपीज मोदी जी के साथ क्यों पिक्चर खींच रहे जाके, क्यों दिया उनको टिकट? सोचिए थोड़ा सा, ये भी सोचना पड़ेगा आम आदमी पार्टी को कि जो वर्कर काम कर रहा है ग्राउंड पे उसको तो आप पूछ नहीं रहे हो, ठीक है? और बिजनेसमैन को आप राज्यसभा में
Akash Muni has quickly filed his application on live TV. I hope the Aam Aadmi Party leadership is listening. Go on.
No, I have no political ambition.
Abhishek Sudhir.
They're all in jail. कहाँ देखेंगे यार? सब जेल में, सबको जेल में डाला है. पूरा अरविंद केजरीवाल को टीवी भी देखने नहीं दे रहे.
क्यों जाके राज्यसभा आम आदमी पार्टी के एमपीज जाके मोदी जी के साथ फोटो खिंचा रहे? क्यों खिंचा रहे? पूछिए.
अरे these are all cowards.
all these Rajya Sabha members, Harbhajan Singh, not a single word about Arvind Kejriwal. जाओ यार, करो अपना IPL commentary, अपना पैसा कमाओ, जाओ और राज्यसभा member बनो.
Oh my, they just got cancelled. Tushar Gupta.
Wow. Padmaja.
Arey, we don't do, we are not in fear of Modi or of Kejriwal. We speak our mind.
Defending the Aam Aadmi Party.
Sorry.
Can the crybaby please keep quiet?
Sorry.
This former Samajwadi spokesperson and former Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson, please keep quiet.
Arey, he never made me.
The only thing compromised on this panel is your common sense.
Okay.
Padmaja, you asked me if the Aam Aadmi Party is going to implode or not. One panelist who's representing the Aam Aadmi Party is saying the Rajya Sabha tickets are given to people who do not work on the ground. The second panelist representing the Aam Aadmi Party says Sanjay Singh to mass leader nahi hai, unke paas to koi karyakarta ka cadre nahi hai, and you still want to ask if the party is imploding. This party is imploding before us on national television, bit by bit. Look at these two panelists as a testament to that fact.
We have nothing to do with the party. I am an advocate. I am here in my individual capacity because the Aam Aadmi Party does not send spokespersons to the Times Network. Get your facts right.
Okay. Just a second. But let me get in one more angle, that of the Aam Aadmi Party, how they are going to take this message to the people. Now, what did Sanjay Singh today say? That you have turned Tihar jail Tuhin Sinha into a Nazi gas chamber. Is that the final move? Decimate the party and debilitate Mr. Kejriwal?
Every day in the life of Aam Aadmi Party is a new episode in a reality show. So let them make all these absurd remarks. Possibly they will be reprimanded for this also by the court. Because previously they said that Arvind Kejriwal has lost 4.5 kgs in 4 days. Yes. That was found to be untrue. Rather, it was found that Sanjay Singh has gained kilos and whatever. So, I mean, this is why the Aam Aadmi Party comes across as a reckless entity. Nobody takes them seriously. And with these statements, if they go on, possibly I'm sure that the court is going to take cognizance and take appropriate action against them.
One point, Padmaja, I am nobody to speak about anybody's weight. I have my own weight problems. But Arvind Kejriwal's weight, Padmaja is laughing, put her on screen right now. Anyway, the Arvind Kejriwal's weight is 69.5 kilos in ED custody. He was in ED's custody for 10 days, 69.5 kilos. He goes to Tihar jail, first day of judicial custody on 1st April. And his weight is 65 kilos. No April Fool's joke. He has lost 4.5 kilos. He has a weak immune system. He is a diabetic patient. Agar usko kuch ho gaya na, 70-0 in 2025 Delhi Assembly election. 70-0. Not a cricket score.
He said he doesn't represent the Aam Aadmi Party.
Don't be so cynical. Bhagwan na kare unko kuch ho, aap 70-0.
Agar kuch ho gaya. Arvind Kejriwal, something happens to Arvind Kejriwal, right? They have blood on their hands. They have blood on their hands. If something happens to Arvind Kejriwal, they have blood on their hands.
Representing the Aam Aadmi Party, it's better to get official Aam Aadmi spokespersons than, anybody who acts as a proxy. Where are we headed?
Proxy is enough to beat you, man. Proxy is enough to embarrass you.
Okay, one at a time. Okay, final word, Tushar Gupta, although I must put it on record that according to the recorded weight of Mr. Kejriwal, this is what it says on the 1st of April. He was 65 kgs. 1 week later, on 7th of April, he is 66 kgs. His blood pressure and his sugar has also remained stable. Final word, blood on their hands is the Aam Aadmi Party message. Tushar Gupta.
Padmaja, as questionable Arvind Kejriwal's political credibility is, he's still someone's son, someone's father, someone's husband, someone's brother. And for Mr. Abhishek Sudhir here to say, agar unko kuch hua to 25 mein 70-0. What sick mentality is this? God forbid any harm may come to Arvind Kejriwal. And this is what this Abhishek Sudhir thinks is 70-0 ho jayega.
Don't worry, that is the answer the people of Delhi will give you.
Sickening.
The people of Delhi are powerless against you.
Abhishek Sudhir, you are a sick person.
Sickening. And they will teach you the lesson of a lifetime at the ballot box.
Sickening.
Don't you worry.
You are a sick person.
Don't you worry.
Whether he stays in jail or not will not be decided by us certainly here on TV or by the BJP.
70-0.
It will be decided by the courts of our country, where also in jail he is regularly monitored. His health is monitored. His vital parameters are recorded and they are on your screen. In the end, we wish him long life and health, but the politics is something that the people are going to watch and ultimately give their mandate. Thanks, gentlemen, for joining me on Debate One.